Hey, hi guys. Thanks for joining in. We have seen what is SCD type 1, what is SCD type 2, and what is SCD type 3 in our previous session. So today we'll be seeing how to implement SCD type 1. Okay. If you still have any questions regarding the topics of SCD type 1, type 2, type 3, please refer to our previous sessions video and try to understand. If you still have any questions, please try to comment. I will try to take one more simple example and try to make you guys understand the concepts in much more better way. Okay. So let's see today's topic. Okay. So today we'll be seeing how to implement SCD type 1. Okay. So by this time, I hope you guys know what is SCD type 1. What is SCD type 1? We know that it maintains only current version of the records, right? So SCD type 1 is nothing but it maintains only the current version of the records. So what does that mean? Let's take the same example. So think that we have a source file, source system as a source file, which is EMP SRC file, and it contains employee ID, employee name, employee salary, and department ID columns. So we have a target table, which is a Oracle table, EMP TGT table with the same columns, EMP ID, EMP name, EMP salary, department ID. Think that the HR team is logging all the employees, whoever are joining the company, they are logging those employee details into the source file, this file. Okay. And the end of the day, we need to use Informatica to extract this data, whatever that is there in the source file, and load the data into the target system, which is nothing but, for this example, we are taking it as a target table, right? Oracle table. It can be anything. Okay. So let's see. Let's see that think that a new employee joined for one of the projects in our company, and his salary is $5,000, and he works in department number 10. For the same project, there is one more employee who joined the company, Alan, with a salary of $6,500, and he works in a different department ID 20. So these are the two employees who joined today. Okay, and the HR team logged those details of those employees into this source file. So end of the day, Informatica need to extract the data from this source file, EMP SRC file, and load the data into the target table, which is EMP TGT table, right? So Informatica will be extracting the data from this and load the data into the target table. That's it. So this is the first thing. So after a couple of months, based upon their performances, the company wants to increment their salaries to Steve's salaries to $6,500 and Ellen's salary to $9,000 based upon their performances, just for an example. Okay. So now, what is SCD type 1? It maintains the current version of the records, right? What is the current version? 6,000. Current version of Steve's salary is $6,500 and current version of Ellen's salary is 9,000. So Informatica need to go and update the salaries of Steve and Ellen in the target table with the respective latest salaries. That is nothing but SCD type 1, right? It maintains only current version of the records. What is the current version? $6,500 and 9,000, which is nothing but the latest version of the records. We'll be maintaining it in the target table also. Always remember, SCD type 1 is nothing but you are maintaining the target system and source system in sync. Okay, I hope that is clear. How you know, think that after a couple of months, there is one more new employee joined. His name is Simon, and his salary is $12,000. Okay, and he works in the same department of Steve. Okay, and a new employee joined, but the Steve salary is already is again incremented to $9,000 or make it $11,000 or $10,000. Okay. Now see how you will know that a specific employee record is there in the target table or not. First thing, you need to go to the target table and check, right? You need to go to the target table and see, right, whether that specific record is present or exists in the target table or not. That's how you will be doing it, right? So in Informatica, we have already discussed there is a transformation which helps us to do a lookup, right? What is that lookup transformation? Which helps us to do a lookup on the target table in order to check whether that specific record is present or not, right? So we'll be doing a lookup on this target table in order to check whether that the record which is coming from the source is present in the target table or not. Okay, let's do that. Let's copy it here and write it down as a lookup. So we'll be doing a lookup on the target table. Okay. So now we'll go and check this employee ID 1 is present in the target table or not. Yes, it's present. And again, employee ID 2 present in the target table or not. Yes, it's present. And again, we'll go and check, do a lookup on the target table by checking whether this employee ID 3 is present in the target table or not. It's not present. That means because it doesn't find any match, right? Whenever there is a match on the lookup condition, we'll be passing a condition, right? A lookup condition, employee ID equal to employee ID. Whenever there is a match, then that means it contains like the record is already present in the target table. But if it doesn't find any match, if it gives any null value, that means the record is a new record. It doesn't present in the target table. So this record need to go for insert because it doesn't present in the target table, right? Okay. And now again, for the existing records, we need to go and check each and every column. For example, take for the first record, employee ID equal to employee ID. Yes, there is a match, right? So it means that this record is already present in the target table. So now we'll go, once the record is present in the target table, once we know that the record is present in the target table, now we'll go and check each and every column data, whether there is a change or whether there is any update in that specific column. So see here, employee name Steve, it remains same in the target table, Steve. And again, now employee salary 10,000. The employee salary in the target table is 6,500. So there is a change, right? That then this record should go for an update. I hope that is clear. Whenever there is a old record, whenever the record is already present in the target table, and if there is any change that is coming in from the source, then it should go for an update. Same thing, department ID equal to 10, but the Steve employee, which is already there in the target table, is also 10. There is no need of updating it. Now it will go and check for Ellen. Employee ID 2 equal to employee ID 2. It finds a match. Then it will go and check for the changes. Employee name Ellen in the target table, in the lookup table. So it remains the same. No need of updating anything. Now the employee salary is also same. No need of updating anything. Department ID is also the same. No need of updating anything. So no update is required. I hope that is clear. So whenever there is a change only, we will be updating it. Whenever there is no update, no change or update in the existing record, we will not send this record to a update, right? So these are the two cases we need to implement. What are the two cases? Let me write it down. Okay, the case one. Case one. Insert if the record is new. If it is a new record, that record need to go for an insert. Okay. What is case two? Case two is nothing but update. When the record should go for an update, if it is an old record or existing record with some changes. Okay, with changes or updates. Okay. I hope that is clear. Okay, these are the two cases that need to be implemented in SCD type 1. SCD type 1 is nothing but it maintains only current version of the records. Okay, and these are the two cases that we will be implementing. If the record is new, it should go for insert. If the record is old, with some changes exist, then it should go for update. If the record is old record or existing record in the target table with no changes, then there is no need to update, right? When there is no change, what is the use of updating the record? Okay, so those are the two records. I hope that is clear. Let's do the same implementation in Informatica. Okay, let's go to mapping designer where we'll be developing our mapping. Okay, let me check the source file. Okay, I will be using the same example. EMP SRC is our source file. It contains four records. Okay, and let's go and check the target table. I'll be using the EMP TGT SCD type 1 as our target table. Okay, now go to the mapping designer. I'm skipping the prerequisite step. What is a prerequisite step? Importing of source and target objects, right? We need to import the source object. We need to be on the source analyzer, go to the source tab, import from a file. If it is a file, if it is a table, you need to go for an import from the database and go to the target designer in order to import the target objects. In the similar way, go to targets, just like source, go to the targets tab, import from a file if it is a file. If your target system is a file, if your target system is a database, import from a database. And in our case, our target system is a Oracle table. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Let's go to the, let's skip the first prerequisite step. For me, I'm skipping the prerequisite step because I already imported the source and target objects into Informatica. For you, you need to create and you need to import the source and target objects, okay, into Informatica. Now, in order to go for the basic 3 steps, what is the first step? We need to be creating a mapping. Where you will be creating a mapping? On the mapping designer. Go to mapping designer, this icon. You need to be on the mapping designer, go to mapping step, click create and give some meaningful name. Mapping name always starts with small m followed by some meaningful name. Implementation. Okay. Click OK. Now drag and drop the source and targets that are required. What we discussed, we need 2 cases, right? One for insert, one for update. So that's why I'm dragging the target 2 times into the map, into the workspace. Okay. One for insert and one for update. Let me write it down. Double click, rename this one with insert, one for insert. The other one is for update. Rename it with update. Just to be on the safe side. We will not get confused later on. Okay. That's why I'm renaming the names. Okay. One for insert, one for update clearly. See, now what we need to know, what we need to do in order to know whether the specific record is present or not. What we did, we need to do a lookup on the target table, right? Let's go and create a lookup. Go to transformation tab, click create and select the lookup transformation from the list of transformations drop down and give some meaningful name, LKP trans underscore EMPID, because I will be passing lookup condition as EMPID. Click create and it's we'll be doing a lookup on the target, right? So we need to be on the target tab and select the table that you want to select, do a lookup. Click OK, done. That's it. Lookup is created on the target table. Now we need to pass a condition, right? Then we need to get employee ID code from the source, bring that employee ID into the lookup transformation and rename that EMP ID from source as in underscore EMP ID. Just to be on the safe side, you need to be passing the same data types double, because the employee ID in the target table is also data type as double. That's why we should be passing the same data type. Okay, go to conditions. Now click add a new condition. See here. Now you can provide the proper condition employee ID equal to employee ID. Now go to the ports, click apply, click OK. That's it. Nothing to do here. So now take an expression transformation. You need to go to transformation. You need to go to transformation, click create, or you can make use of the shortcut tab. Here, see here, f of x is a shortcut icon. When I'm hovering on it, it's displaying as expression transformation, right? Click that one, click on the workspace. Automatically it creates an expression transformation. Now select all the ports and drag those ports into the expression transformation. Okay. In the similar way, drag all the ports from the lookup transformation. No need of in underscore employee ID, because we already dragged the employee ID from the source. Okay, double click expression transformation, go to ports tab. Now rename the ports which are coming from lookup as LKP underscore. Just to avoid the ambiguity. Okay. LKP. So that we'll not get confused, which we'll get to know which port is coming from where. Okay. All the LKPs are coming from lookup transformation. I hope that is clear. Now, see, observe here carefully. Okay. Now, before doing anything, I just want to explain one more thing. How do you, like we already seen, right? How do you know there is a change in the existing record? We will be comparing each and every column. Employee name from source equal to employee name lookup. Employee salary from source equal to employee salary lookup. We'll be comparing each and every column. Employee name equal to employee name, there is no change. Employee salary equal to employee salary for Steve, yes, there is a change because the salary is 10,000 is coming from the source, but the target table contain $6,500, right? So there is a change. That's how we will be checking, right? Let's go to mapping designer. Now let's create one output put. Okay, output flag. We need to send only the records which are having changes, right? That's why we'll be creating one output flag. Let me write it down as update flag, because whenever there is a change, whenever the source column is not equal to the target column, then we'll be flagging it as a Y or anything, N constant. Okay. There is a IIF, which is nothing but Informatica if. Okay. When we will be, how we will be doing a comparison, when employee name not equal to lookup employee name. When the record should go for an update, whenever there is when the source column is not equal to the lookup column, then it should go for an update, right? So in the similar way, we'll be comparing source with lookup salary, source salary with, and employee salary from source not equal to the employee salary in lookup, then it should go for a update. In the similar way, we will be doing it for department ID also. Later on, I will show you how we can achieve the same functionality using MD5. We'll be seeing it in the coming session. Don't worry about MD5 at this point of time. Okay. Let me compare with. Okay. Now, if any of this column is not equal to any of the source column is not equal to the lookup column, then we'll be flagging this with Y. Otherwise, flag this with N, which is not required also, but just in case, I'm just flagging this in. Okay. So the condition is successful. Click OK, click OK. So don't get confused by seeing this one. I'm not doing anything. I'm comparing the source column with the target column. That means lookup column. So that if any of the column doesn't matches, then that record need to go for an update, right? I hope that is clear. So when employee name is not equal to the lookup employee name, then the record should go for update. And the salary of which is coming from source is not equal to the salary which is existing in the target table or lookup table, then it should go for an update. In a similar way, department ID is not equal to the department ID in the target, then it should go for an update. So that is nothing but our flag. Okay. Click OK, click apply, and click OK. Now we need to create two groups, right? One for insert, one for update, right? There is a transformation. What is the transformation? Router transformation, which is used to create two groups. So see here, I'm not using transformation tab anymore. I'm using the shortcut tabs. See here, router transformation. When I'm hovering on the E symbol, it's showing us displaying a icon router transformation, right? Click that icon and then click on the workspace. The router transformation is created. That is so simple, right? So now just drag and drop the columns from the source and look up employee ID and the flag. That's it. These are the only things that we require. Okay. Now, why we need LKP employee ID? I will explain. Go back to the same example. Whenever there is an employee ID from the source equal to employee ID, if it returns a value, that means the record is already present in the target table. See here, when employee ID equal to employee ID, 1 equal to 1, it returns a value, right? When 2 equal to 2, it returns a value, right? When 3 equal to, there is no 3, it returns null. That means the record is, whenever the record, whenever the lookup returns a null, it means the record is not present in the target table. It is a new record. It needs to go for insert. In a similar way, double click on the router transformation, go to groups, click we need to create 2 groups, one for insert, one for update. Okay. Now open and write a statement. When we are saying it's a new record, when the lookup returns null value, right? There is a function called isNull. Check for null values. And when the lookup, we need to pass lookup port here. Okay. Whenever the lookup returns null value, that record should go for an insert. In the similar way, we need to write a condition for update. When we need to write a condition, when we need to update the record, it should be already existing in the target table. That means old record with some changes. Okay, when we are saying when we can say a specific record is having a changes, when update flag is equal to y, right? Okay, first it should be present in the target table already, which is nothing but if it doesn't return null value, not is null. If it doesn't return null value, then it should be, then it is already an existing record. Okay, and the flag should be y. What does that mean? When we say the flag should be y, click apply, click OK. Let's go back to the condition or flag port where we wrote the condition. Whenever employee name not equal to lookup employee name, or whenever the source employee salary not equal to lookup employee salary, or whenever the source department ID which is coming from source is not equal to the lookup department ID, which is nothing but the department ID in the target. Whenever either of these condition doesn't satisfy, then we are flagging it as y. That's why we are saying that whenever there is a record which is already existing, and if there is any changes, then only update that record. Otherwise, if there is no change in the existing record, what is the need of updating? That's why we will not update the records which doesn't have any changes. Only the records which have changes, we will be sending those records to update. Click apply. Click OK. That's it. In order to do insert and update, what is the transformation we discussed? Update strategy transformation, right? So go and create update strategy transformation. See here, see my arrow, hover over on this icon, it's saying update strategy transformation. Click on that specific icon, update strategy icon, click on the target, on the workspace. That's it. Okay. One more, one for insert, one for update. Okay. Rename it so that we will not get confused. Insert, click OK, apply. In the similar way, rename it for update also, underscore update, click OK, click apply, click OK. That's it. Okay, now pass the insert group, employee ID, employee name, employee salary, department ID. Only these 4 columns we need. In the similar way, pass DD, employee ID, employee name, employee salary, department ID to the update strategy transformation of update. Okay, now connect the, before that, for insert, go to the properties tab, DD insert. Okay, click OK. In the similar way, apply, click OK. In the similar way, pass the properties update strategy expression as DD update for the update strategy update transformation also, DD underscore update. Okay, click OK. That's it. Apply, click OK. Now connect these ports to the insert group and connect these ports from the update strategy transformation update to these ports in the target. That's it. Okay, arrange all. Now save it. Go to repository or save, or use a Control S shortcut. The mapping is valid. Now the first step is done. We created the mapping. What is the second step? We need to create a workflow, right? How we will be creating a workflow? You need to go to the workflow manager. You need to be on the workflow designer. Go to workflows tab, click create, and the workflows will start with small WF followed by session and session or mapping name. Okay. Click OK. That's it. Our workflow is created, and we need to create a session now. You can go to task, click create, and create a session from there, or make use of this shortcut. See here, whenever I'm hovering, observe my arrow. Okay, arrow icon. Click this session icon. Click on the workspace. That's it. It will display all the list of mappings that are available in the mapping designer. Select the specific mapping that you want to create a session on. Okay. SCD type 1 is the mapping. Click OK. That's it. Link the workflow with the session. Now configure the session properties. Whatever the session properties that we already discussed, just select those. And we need to provide the proper connections, right? So see here. You need to provide the file, your source file, the source file path where your source file is present. Okay. Now, for me, the source file is present in the default path only. That's why I'm not changing this parameter also. For you, if you want, if your file is on the desktop, take that path and keep that path here, wherever your file present. Okay. And go to the target and give proper connection. The target table is present in Oracle TGTDB, and in the similar way, the target table is also present in the TGTDB. For both the two instances, we need to provide the relational connection. Okay. And for insert, select insert, uncheck the update as update, and remove. You should never, when you're working with SCD types, you should never delete or truncate the target table. Okay. And the target load type should be normal. And here also it should be normal. Uncheck the insert because it is an update now. Instance, update as update is fine. Uncheck the delete. And don't forget, this is one more common error that developers will be doing. Whenever they are dealing with lookup transformation, you need to pass relational connection for proper relational connection for lookup transformation also in the session properties, and provide the relational connection. Oracle TGTDB is the table, is a connection where the target table is present, or lookup table is present. Click OK, click apply, click OK. That's it. And now save. Workflow is also valid. Before running the workflow, let me go and check if there is any records are there. There is no records, right? Now go and run the workflow. Right click on the workspace, start workflow. That's it. It will automatically opens workflow monitor and see whether our job will succeed or fail. So it got succeeded. See here, clearly when we go and check the run statistics, it clearly says that it read 4 records from the source file. It inserted 4 records into the target table. There is no records for update because in the beginning there are no records in the target table, right? So each and every record from the source will go for insert. See here. Let me query this target table now. See, all the 4 records got inserted. I hope that is clear. This is our source file. This is our target table. All records are there. Exactly the same. So now do some changes. Next time, Steve Jobs, make the employee name for the employee ID Steve Jobs as Steve, and increase his salary to 25,000, and Bill Gates employee name to Bill, and increase his salary to 7,500. Okay. Now save the file. Save it, and then see, before running the job, the data that is there in the target table remains the same. Oh, sorry. It looks like this. The Steve Jobs is the employee name, and employee salary 15,000 for Steve Jobs, and Bill Gates name is Bill Gates, and $3,500 is the employee salary for Bill Gates. Now, when you run the job, it should always maintain the current version of the record. What is the current version of the records? Of the current version of the records, employee Steve Jobs name is Steve, and his salary is 25,000. And Bill Gates, the current version of Bill Gates is Bill, employee name is Bill, and the salary is 7,500. So it should maintain the current version of the records all the time. Let's go and run the workflow and check whether it will get updated or not. There are two changes. Only two records should go for update. Okay. See here. Our job got succeeded, and see this time only two records got update, and there is no new record. That's why it didn't inserted any new record. No record went for insert because there is no new record. Only two records got updated because there are only two changes. See here. These are the only two changes, right? Now go and query the target table. See, Steve, $25,000. Bill, $7,500. Okay, so this is how we can implement SCD type 1. Okay, it's very, very easy. Concentrate more. We'll be seeing SCD type 1 implementation using MD5 function in our coming session. Okay, for now, it's just concentrate and try to practice how to implement SCD type 1. It's very, very important. Okay, when it comes to interviews as well as at workplace also. Okay, so this is how we can implement. It's very easy. So source, and you will be doing a lookup on the target table in order to check whether the record which is coming from source is a new record or existing record. And also you will be creating an expression transformation in order to generate a flag in order to send only the records which are having updates. In order to send only the records which are having updates, we will be generating a flag port in the expression transformation. And we'll be using a router transformation in order to create groups, insert group and update group. What are the two groups condition? Whenever the lookup returns null value, it means a new record. Whenever the lookup returns a not null value, it means that is already existing record, and we'll be using a flag in order to send only the record which is having changes or updates. And we'll be using update strategy transformation in order to insert DD insert, and for update DD update, and we'll be connecting the ports respectively to the target instances. Okay, I hope that is clear. Even when it comes to performance, there is no need of update strategy transformation for insert. We can directly connect from the insert group also. Okay, that can increase the performance sometimes, because having an extra update strategy transformation will definitely have an impact on the run statistics. Okay, I hope that is clear. If not, if you have any questions, please try to comment. I will try my level best to make you guys understand the concepts in much more better way. Okay, I'll take one more example and I will try to explain it again. Okay, I hope that is clear. Until then, have a nice day, guys. Take care.